Friends, welcome to IT articles. Today we'll see how we can create a menu bar which is fixed, which will be fixed on your page at the left side, and in size it will be a little smaller, and on hover we'll be increasing the size of this menu bar. Let's start. Again, I'll be using Visual Studio Code. Let's create a new directory called left menu, and here also we'll be creating two files. One is for your basic HTML, and other will contain your CSS. So let's call it style.css, and let's create some basic HTML structure of your page, and we'll call its title as left fixed menu. Okay, and so again we'll assign some basic class on your body, then we'll have your basic structure of menu, and we'll call, let's create it, and home we'll copy it and we'll call it like something like about. We assign some class called Navbar, and we'll create another div has class container. This it'll hold your basic HTML content. Okay, so some basic structure of the page. So let's have bodies, have navbar, and have container. So in body, as we know, okay, let's start our server to show this page. Again, I'll be using the light node package, light server. In case if you guys don't have installed this, and actually it works on node, so make it sure you guys have a node installed. And in case if you have the node installed, go to your command prompt, and on command prompt you need to type just run the npm to see in case if you have npm already installed. And if you get this type of information, that's mean node and npm installed. And in case if you hit the node, and if you get this prompt 2 plus 2 gives you 4, that's mean node is installed. Or better, what you can do is better you can type the node hyphen v and npm hyphen v. So just to make it sure that node install which version and npm install and which versions. So in case if you don't have if you have the node and npm installed but you don't have the live server, you can install it on your system globally, called npm I for install hyphen g is for global, and live server. So it will install live server globally, and then you can hit the live server. It will serve your current directory on your browser and by default it will serve the index.html as a default page. Because I already have installed, so here I'll be running the live server. It will serve this current directory index.html page on your browser. So yeah, we got it. Now what we need to do is we need to fix this as a menu but on the left side. So in the navbar, I'll be assigning the list style as none to remove this bullet point. List style none, and make it short. Oh, we haven't added this file, this file. So relations add style sheet, and href is style.css, and this bullet point is gone now. So what we need to, we will be fixing these positions, of course. So let's fix, and we'll be setting that left as 0 and top as 0, because we need to fix this, and we need this I mean vertically at left side, and we want this menu to be occupy the full height of the page. So again, we know that we need to assign the height as 100% of the view height. And let's have some color here, so we'll be assigning background color. Let's have some good looking color. Let's have dark magenta. Okay, let's see how it looks. Oh, can you tell me why we have this space? I mean, this white space, why, although I have assigned as the top 0 and left 0? Yes, it's because your HTML, your body, and other containers like div, span, ul, li, ol, and other has some default margin and padding assigned to it. So we'll be assigning 0 by default to them. So now, yes, this is what we want. Initially, let's have the width of this is 50 pixels. So now, because it's have occupied the width, we can see the hello is hidden here. So what we'll be doing is we'll be assigning, or will be in the body. Let's have initially padding as from vertically 10 and horizontally 15, right? But we know that here we need to have a padding left as 50, or let's have even 60. Why? Because 50 is already occupied. Let's have a 10 pixel margin here. Now we can see the content hello words and we can see the nano, but we are not having any impact or no effect here. So to get that, what we'll be doing is let's have color navbar lia. Let's have color as white, and on body let's assign some font family. We have family, so now it looks good, but we don't want we don't want this you know, underscore task decorators. We'll be assigning task decorator as none to hyperlinks, so underline is gone, underline. Now we'll be assigning, or what we need to do is we'll be having some margin padding. So let's assign here itself padding as defaults vertically 10 pixels, oh, and horizontally 15 pixels. But now the content is going out of this, you know, your Navbar. So what we need to do is we'll be setting the text overflow as ellipses. Okay, and for that, 2-3 things we need to do: white space as no wrap and overflow as hidden. But still you see it doesn't work. Why? Because it also needs a display as block. Yeah, so it works now. Just to demonstrate that everything is working fine, what we need to do is let's have some border, 1 pixel solid and white. So if you see, you have some, but we need to have some hover effect here. So what we'll be doing is and on a hover, what we'll be doing is let's have opacity 1, which is already 1. So let's reduce some opacity here, and some head transitions for all the properties within 4.4 seconds in AZ mode and without any delay. So okay, you're getting some impact, but transitions, let me see why I think that something is not working correctly. Okay, it's working. So now what I'll be doing is on hovering of navbar, will be increasing the width of navbar also. So width up, let's have an hover effect. Width is initially width is 50, so let's make it 150. Right, but no effect, so let's have some transition effect for width only, or all, in case if you want on all the properties within 4 seconds in easy and without any delay. If you see, okay, so it's working as expected. Let's make this a little bit better. So border, let's have bottom and one pick solid white. Okay, so we'll be having RGBA and we'll be having 255, 255, 255. Let's assign the same opacity as element 0.8, and on hover we'll be changing a bottom color as RGBA as 1. Transition, I don't know, but to me it looks like it's transition is not working here. So to make it sure that it's working, what we'll be doing is let's assign some background color as red. Okay, so let's see if red is coming immediately. I mean, it's not taking that much of time, so that means something is wrong here. Let's see. Okay, yes, so it's because of this decimal here after 0 decimals, and in case of decimal is there, so you should have 0 also. Okay, but because it's 0, so we can remove that. So let's remove this background color and see it's working fine. And of course you can have something called, let's see in case if we can have some more effect on hover, right? But because initial padding was 15, so and we are reading, so it's moving, let's make it 20, then it will move to the right. Okay, getting impact, some good effect. And if we come out of this, so let's have some box shadow also, box shadow, and let's make it with the color little darker, so let's make it 333 and 0 pix 0 pix 0 pix 15 pix and 5 pix as spread. So okay, getting some impact. You don't have a scroll bar, so let's assign some height explicitly to see this menu bar is fixed. So let's make it view 120 of view height, right? So it's just fixed, and on hover it's, and here we don't have any icons here, right? But we can assign some icons also. So if you on hover, it will be showing you the icon as well as some content or the full menu name, and when you move your mouse out of it, it will be showing just icon. So I think that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, like and share my video. Thank you.